Hey, what's going on, guys? Daniel here. I'm here with my girlfriend Teresa and my friend Sammy, and we just thought we were actually just trying to draw Pokemon from memory. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun to make like a video of this. So it's always fun to see what we can do from memory. So Sammy's gonna pick a Pokemon from Gen 1. We actually already did Rapidash, so we're gonna start with that one. And he's gonna pick a Pokemon. We're gonna try to draw it from memory and see what they look like. So Teresa definitely won this round. So here's mine, and you guys are gonna make fun of me. Here's hers. Can you see that? Yeah, way better.
Well, I'm not super familiar with Pokemon, so I brought up a few images of the actual Rapidash on my phone here, my boomer phone. But, yeah, and so I'm comparing the artwork of them to see what they actually look like here. You're kind of covering up the face, and now you erase to the face on Daniels.
It's okay. Just hold them up.
So
Hold them up.
sorry.
You know what? It deserves to be erased. It's a crap drawing compared to yours.
Okay. Well, you can kind of still see the outlines where it is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Something that immediately came to mind that they both missed is the kind of ankle fire coming out of Rapidash on both of them. Both of them forgot to put that on there, so that was an interesting note. Another thing, it's kind of erased now, but you can kind of see it. Daniel forgot to put the horn on his Rapidash.
Yeah.
And so Teresa did have the horn on there, and I would say the proportions are a bit off on both of them, because looking at Rapidash on my phone here, it kind of has a long, slender build, long, lean muscles, and both of theirs kind of don't come off that much. They both kind of have a bit of a belly on both of them there. And, but I will
Teresa's,
say,
like, even though hers is way better, it does kind of look like a big chungus.
you could tell hers is like a cartoon horse pretty easily. It's not like a giga realistic one or anything like that. But looking at Daniel's, it looks like he's got some like weasel or something proportions on his horse there.
You're not wrong. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Whoa! I am not done with my analysis.
Oh my god.
Boomer. Okay. I think the fire on Teresa's also just looks a lot more natural. It just flows way better. Whereas, Daniel, you've got, like, the 90s spikes, like Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer on yours.
I got overconfident. I
There-
got overconfident. I thought I was going to win,
overconfident.
and I didn't, you know?
All right.
Teresa's is way better. I will say, though, I hope you all agree that Teresa's at a slight advantage with her digital thing. I'm not saying mine would have looked too much better than this, but she does have her digital tablet.
Why
You can
don't
do better line
trade
quality.
platforms for the next one?
Let's do it.
It's so much of an
Okay.
advantage.
Okay, we're going to trade for this one. Here we go.
All right.
Next one, here we go.
All right, so Daniel, you want me to choose one from Generation 1 or 2?
Yeah.
Try to think of a complex design, like a lot of parts in it. A lot of Pokemon are kind of simplistic looking, just a lot of basic geometric shapes. Let's try Kangaskhan, because he's got a bunch of stuff in them, and he's even got a little baby one in him, so...
All right, let's do it.
Or her, as the case may be.
Okay, we're back.
Wow.
Shut up. Okay, we're back. So we're done now. We did a Kangaskhan this time, which I think you mentioned already.
Yeah.
So, Teresa, I'm going to give you mine. You're going to hold them both up. What are you doing?
Writing.
She's fixing her art.
What the?
She was just writing.
Wait, hold on. Say it again.
This is Daniel's. This is my abomination.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Okay, this is...
This is interesting, because... Okay, so... Teresa's is simplistic, but I would not call it bad.
Same here.
It just uses, it's just not many lines, just a very basic take on it, like a very minimalistic take on the character design. I've got the actual one on my phone right here, just
Because
pulled
I
up a
couldn't
few
remember
images.
any details.
For Daniel's here, he went for a more complex, tried to stay more true to how he appears in the TV show, the cards, the whole franchise there. Some of the proportions on Daniel's are a little, wonky, is the scientific term here.
What are you talking... Dude, Teresa's arm is, like, bent. like the bone is going the wrong way. I'm not saying mine's perfect, but
Oh, okay, Boomer.
not to get defensive, but
Who's doing
Why
the
does
analysis here, bro?
okay, I'm sorry.
You or me? This is second outburst we
Why
had
does
from
yours
you,
look like
Boomer.
Jabba the Hutt?
What?
Why does yours look like Jabba
I was saying earlier, mine looks like a toad.
Well, I look at yours, and you know what I think? I think one of the Koopalings.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Mario
yeah.
franchise.
I could see that.
Like, I see that. That looks like Lemmy to me. Like,
Uh-huh.
I look at Teresa's, and despite hers being a very minimalistic design, I do get the Kangaskhan vibe from that, and despite yours having more detail that is on the actual Kangaskhan, I actually get less of a Kangaskhan vibe from yours, despite having more detail.
I would agree with that. I think Teresa. I probably would have tied him only because I did put more detail, but at the same time, I do agree. You know what? No, I agree. Teresa wins. Hers looks more like a Kangaskhan. Okay. I feel like that if we were playing at work, which we do sometimes, I think we would have tied it, right? You probably would agree with that.
But
Okay, but Sammy likes yours better. And I do think yours looks the face at least, and that's a big part of it. So I'd give it to you.
Okay.
Well, we're done with that round. Okay, we're back with the third round. We did Gyarados.
You had like the ugliest thing I have ever drawn in my life.
I'm excited.
Oh my
to
god,
see these.
yours looks like Gyarados. Mine looks like an abomination.
Gone.
Yours looks. It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Okay.
It looks kind of like a what's that centipede
Yeah,
Pokemon?
it kind of looks
You
like
know, I
Scolipede.
was kind of thinking that too. I was looking at Teresa's, and I was kind of getting more of an insect vibe.
I cannot
More than
remember
anything, like
what
he's
Gyarados
like
looks like off
so-
the top of my head.
So Gyarados, he's kind of like a dragonfish to me, looking at the actual thing. And he's one of the more, something that these two both have in common, he's one of the more angry, one of the more dangerous looking Pokemon. Some, like, kind of sharp lines and sharp edges in his design. But both of them are kind of a cartoonish look. I would say more cartoonish than the actual Gyarados. Kind of looking at the head and mouth, Daniel kind of got the angry eyes pretty well on his, despite his looking quite cartoonish. He did get the angry eyes well. Teresa, well, I wouldn't say it looks happy on hers necessarily, but I would say Daniel's does look a bit angrier, and Gyarados is a pretty angry-looking guy. His
Why
facial
are
scales
you
coming out.
trespassing on
Big
my
whiskers like that,
property?
but I wasn't sure.
Teresa's just how its body is posed. I kind of think Caterpie almost. But,
Caterpie.
Yeah, but
That's
hers.
a one jacked up Caterpie.
But hers does, like, it has kind of an insect vibe, but it also still has, like, a fish vibe to it as well. I would say that the tail actually looks good on Teresa's, despite not looking that much like the actual Gyarados tail. Hers kind of is more like a flowing mermaid tail, with some long tail coats on there.
I could not remember.
And, Daniel, the face on his, it kind of very narrows together. This guy's been eating some cherry sours right there. He's been having some warheads. He's puckering up right there, puckering up for a big kiss. Kind of looks like on both of theirs, they kind of don't flow super naturally.
Yeah, what's weird
towards the
about,
end.
as I was trying to make it look perspective, like his body was going into the background, but instead he just looks like he has a short body.
Yeah.
So I would redo that if I could.
Yeah, it looks like the perspective kind of bends on both of them into
I
kind
gave
of
up.
weird angles, but
Yeah.
I'd say that Daniel's looks more cartoonish than Teresa's, but despite that, I would still say that Daniel's is more true to Gyarados.
Okay, well, I'm
And
glad I
Teresa.
finally won a round. I don't think yours is as bad as I thought yours was going to be worse than that, though, Teresa. Like, I don't think it's bad. I
I'm gonna
don't.
delete this abomination.
That's a good round right there.
All right, cool. Yeah, Sammy dried off his hands in the bathroom on his shirt, so it's all wet. What was the next Pokemon?
All right, next Pokemon we're doing. I think you two are both going to enjoy this one. Don't laugh, Teresa. Okay, next Pokemon we're doing. We're going to go for Machamp.
Oh, crap. All right, guys, we're back with Machamp. Let me hand this over to Teresa or Sammy so they can show them off.
Want me to hold them up as...
Sure.
Mine looks like a buff baby.
Whoa, wait. Slow down. Slop it!
Interesting. Teresa's definitely has more of like a childlike look to hers. I look at Teresa, like her head And I think she has like the head of not Machamp, but Machop on there.
Okay.
I mean, I look at that and he looks like Machop to me from what I recall. I mean, and he kind of looks and has the proportions more of a young boy, but Machamp
I
is...
don't know how to draw buff things.
Machamp is a man. Now, I will say, though, that although Teresa's proportions are smaller, like it's a boy's body, kind of the muscle structure on hers, it seems, for the most part, a bit more accurate than Daniel's to me.
Dude, okay,
Daniel
like,
has...
I will say right now, I knew that I jacked the body up. I gave him, like, the biggest pecs ever, and I knew I did it. Like, if I could do it again, I'd make him more hunched over, I'd make his pecs smaller, and his torso smaller.
All these outbursts during my analysis, man. Like, who are you, Devin Nunes? Like, chill, bro. Seriously. Like, okay. So, Daniel's, the proportions are a little bit odd. Like you were saying, you've got, like, the boomer pecs on yours, you know, just down to the stomach there. And so, but I do like the face on Daniel's, because the face on yours, although it doesn't look exactly like the Machamp, I'd say it looks close enough. You kind of got the Homer Simpson face on yours. But,
I didn't even think of that.
Machamp, I look at his face, and although yours doesn't exactly look like the face of Machamp, neither does Teresa, but yours kind of communicates the idea of his face, because I kind of look at his face,
Yeah.
his mouth, although it's kind of goofy looking on the actual Machamp, it also kind of has confidence to it. It's goofy but confident, and I do get that from your face, even if it's a bit odd looking.
On mine, I totally, like, I put and I knew he didn't have this, but I put, like, an M on his belt, and I was thinking, like, Ninja Turtles, because they all have, like, their like, first letter of their name on their belt. It looks like Teresa's has, like, tumors growing out of, like tumor arms.
She kind of
Like-
has the Popeye the Sailor Man arms, actually. Your character looks like it could be in the Dragon Ball franchise.
Oh, it
honestly.
does. That's actually kind of
Because
cool.
I kind of look at him, I kind of see some of the shorter, muscular characters in there, like Gohan.
So you think it's a tie?
I think it's a tie.
We're on the final round now, huh?
Final round it is.
And then, so with this one, you had a special thing you wanted us to do. What was that? You said, like, you wanted us to do it, like, with pencil and paper?
Oh, yeah, so you both have the same... You two are both working on the same medium there, so there's no, advantage one way or the other.
Okay, we'll do that. What's the final Pokemon?
Beedrill.
Okay. Okay, we're back, and Teresa just admitted that she restarted 5 times, so I win by default. Just kidding.
We never said that was a rule.
I know. Alright,
Moment of truth. Let's see the goods.
okay, so...
Is it really that funny?
Okay. That's really funny. I'm sorry. It's really funny. Okay, so here's the 2. It looks like a Butterfree.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm looking at these, and I see Teresa's, and you know what comes to mind immediately?
What's that?
The fat guy from A Bug's Life. When he turns into the butterfly at the end, and he's still, like, really fat at the end.
Uh-huh.
And now, yours is, like, a really interesting kind of... Yours is kind of a odd take on Beedrill as well. Yours is kind of, like, very thin, very
I will
sharp,
say-
straight lines.
Well, the thing is with this part,
What the heck does...
I will say that I don't think he has that, but wasps do, like real wasps. But I don't know if he has that at all. Maybe he
Okay.
does. I don't
Oh,
know.
you totally
But
won.
Pokemon aren't real, Daniel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm sad.
So yeah, I would say that Daniel. I
Need
would
a-
say that Daniel has an interesting thing. I do like Daniel's photo. How it overall does just create kind of a line that kind of leads you down the image, kind of draws your eye down to the stinger there. So that is good. That is good right there. Good use of perspective, drawing the eye down. And Teresa's, it kind of does look like, well, the guy from A Bug's Life, honestly. Just a really fat caterpillar
Wait,
that
Teresa,
turned into
you, like,
a really fat butterfly.
Like, I think you're a great artist. This isn't me trying to put you, but you really couldn't
I could not remember.
you couldn't remember what Beedrill looked like?
No.
Huh. Okay, that's fair.
So, I mean,
The only reason why I did good on Rapidash is because, like, Rapidash is, like, a Pokemon that I really like. so I remember what it looked like more. But then Sammy had to choose all these Pokemons that I don't want to say I don't like,
Pokemons?
but Pokemons that like I wouldn't consider my favorite.
What's the plural of Pokemon?
Pokemon?
Pokemans, technically.
Yeah, I think you're showing your age now,
There
Sammy.
you go. There you go. It's showing my boomer.
Okay, so who would you give this round to?
I would say,
Daniel.
Daniel, you take this round.
So
You're-
that means that she won 2, I won 2, and then we tied on 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so overall it was a tie. Do we need a tiebreaker round?
Oh, please.
What do you think, Sammy? It's up to you. Tiebreaker round, or is that it?
Pick a better Pokemon.
Tiebreaker, but you guys have to draw what I tell you to draw.
Uh,
No, it has to be
is it a Pokemon?
How about this? I'm gonna say something and you two draw it, okay?
What?
Draw Giovanni.
No.
Let's do it. Let's try to draw Giovanni. You're gonna win. You draw anime more than me.
No, but like.
Whoa! You draw him with his Persian.
Let's
That
draw.
dude always
Just
has
do
his
it. Yeah,
Persian.
dude. This is the tiebreaker. Giovanni and his Persian. Here we go. Right now. All right, we're back with the tiebreaker round. Giovanni and his Persian. What?
I feel like I drew like Giovanni if he was like a young, strapping young lad.
He can be.
All right, how do we show these off? Okay, you know what? We'll put them both on the ground right here.
Okay.
All right, so here they are.
Okay, interesting. So Daniel has the more cartoony looking one, and Teresa has the more manga looking one, I would say.
Oh,
So,
crap.
something that stands out here is that, like, Daniel's Persian, the proportions of that, it's like a little kitten. It's like a month-old kitten.
No, it's supposed to be the way he's sitting.
It's just a little baby.
It's supposed to be the way he's sitting. He's like sitting weird.
And like Teresa is more like of an adult cat, kind of like Persian. It's got a little bit of an odd face there, but it's a big cat. But yours isn't bad, Daniel. It's a cute little baby kitten.
You know,
But,
I feel like the biggest thing that I noticed is that I think with Giovanni, you forgot that he's like super bulky. Like he's like huge.
Big boy.
Like he has like a small head and a huge body.
Honestly, like I'm so bad at this game.
You know,
like,
that-
I don't
that
you're
know
not.
anything.
that
You're
looks
not
like
bad at it.
Giovanni in high school.
That's
is
what I
that
said.
looks like.
I feel like I drew
Teresa,
Giovanni.
you drew Death Note Giovanni right there. Something about this is that Giovanni, he's like this evil mastermind. And I feel like both of you got this kind of seething confidence in there, in both of him, despite very different approaches to how you took it. And so, I mean, yeah, both of them are very good in different ways, honestly. Daniel is a pretty accurate way.
Okay, do we
just
have to do the Jinx tiebreaker?
It's seeming
I'm
like
kind
a
of thinking
tie
it
to
is
me.
a tie.
I
Like I
think
think
my-
it's a tie.
I
I
mean-
think my Persian looks more like a Persian because you didn't give him whiskers.
I do agree, but I think my Giovanni looks more like Giovanni. And I think my Persian's still good. I think it's a tie. You're right. I didn't give him whiskers. That is a big thing. But, I mean, but he did say Giovanni and Persian. We're going to... Okay, so we decided that for the last match, I think this is a tie. You agree, right, Sammy?
I'd say so. Like, they're very different, but I get the Giovanni vibe from both of them, despite being extremely different takes on them.
Okay,
And that's a compliment to both
okay,
of you.
we got to wrap this up because my battery's going to die, and I'll put it back on the charger while we draw Jinx. So we're going to do a Jinx as a tiebreaker, and then with that one, you have to pick a winner, okay?
Okay.
You have to. Okay,
I
here we
will
go.
pick a winner.
Okay, this is the last round. We did Jinx. Teresa's really bummed out. She thinks hers is awful, I guess, right? Okay, so you ready to see him?
Let's have the reveal, man.
All right, here we go. On the ground in a second.
I couldn't like think of what she looked like.
It's okay. All right, well, here it is.
I'm done.
Okay. Well, I feel like
Yours looks like a freaking Furby.
What?
A Furby.
I'd say on the surface, Daniel's immediately looks more like Jinx, but upon closer examination, yours looks Like it got hit by a car?
Mine?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant Teresa. No, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong there.
I mean, it's putting it mildly. You put some goldfish on her dress, some nice touch, she's a little fat, gotta be eating her crackers, It's fine. She's got some pasties on there, so she's safe for the kids. Okay, good. Be mindful of everyone there.
She was also based off of a siren, I think, even though sirens are supposed to be pretty. So I put her on a rock in the middle of the ocean. Gotta give me some brownie points there.
Oh, wait. How is Jinx based on a siren?
I thought she was. Maybe I'm wrong.
Sirens are beautiful.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird, but I think that she's supposed to be like a siren.
Jinx is one oogly.
Maybe she's like a soul singing siren. I don't know.
Oh man, that's some soul. I'll tell you that much, bro.
I think that
Teresa.
Okay, look. The thing that I can say good about yours, Teresa, is I feel like that if someone implanted the spirit of Jinx into your mind, but you had no idea what she looked like, you captured her spirit. That's what I'll say.
Well, I do like...
Shoot.
I will say that Teresa has a different take on Jinx. Yours is kind of a cartoony take on Jinx, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
And Teresa's is more of a personified take on
Yeah,
hers.
that's what I was kind of trying to say.
If Jinx was a human, I'd say that would actually be pretty close to what she would look like, honestly, because there still are a lot of elements of Teresa's that kind of comes off as like Jinx, like the hair parted right there.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of comes off as it. Hair's a little bit shorter on Teresa's than on the actual thing, but it still communicates the right idea there. Yeah.
Anyway, so would you say I won or no?
I would say you won.
Okay.
But it was very different takes on that.
Okay,
so.
well, you know what? We almost tied. I think I won the tiebreaker, but I won this round, but there will be more rounds, and Teresa's an amazing artist. Had some fun. We're going to do more of these in the future, so stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. Say bye.
Farewell.